The Confederation of African Football has finally released the 2025 Under-20 AFCON draw procedure. This tournament will be held in Ivory Coast from the 26th of April to the 18th of May 2025, and I'll be talking more about how the groupings will be. Ghana National Under-20 boys, the Black Satellite, and the newly appointed assistant coach of the Black Stars of Ghana, Desmond Ofe, has spoken extensively about Black Stars' new technical team and the chances of qualifying to the 2026 World Cup tournament, which will be played in the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. Will Nwaneri Ethan Chidi Ebere switch his allegiance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria? This is a question that one of my commenters asked under one of my videos where I was talking about players who are reportedly switching their allegiance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the likes of Kanichuku Emeka and Leslie Gochuku. Would that happen? I will share my candid opinion, giving you all the details as to how he might switch his allegiance or not. Before I get into the video, if you are new on this platform, let's all come on board to build this channel together. Subscribe to the channel, click on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment box. My name is Solomon Kweja Sante, your all-in nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports. Like this video and share to other social media platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, let me dive into the video. So starting with is a national under-20 boys. When you come to Ghana, we call them the Black Satellites. When you go to Nigeria, they call them the Flying Eagles. Their AFCON tournaments will be hosted by the Ivory Coast National Under-20 boys, which will be played from the 26th of April to the 18th of May 2025. And from CAF's rule, they have to bring out the procedure as to how they are going to do the various groupings and the various pairings. First and foremost, 13 countries or teams will be distributed into 3 groups. So the 3 groups, since you have odd countries or odd number of countries or teams, for Group A, you have 5 countries, Group B, you have 4 countries, and Group C, 4 countries. And the second point that CAF will be looking into is that all the first 2 countries in the various groups or all in these groups will qualify to the quarterfinal stage of the competition, meaning we'll be getting 6 countries qualifying as first and second in these groups. Therefore, they have to choose 2 best third place teams in these groups, of which when you look at Group A, they'll be having 5 countries, which will be quite ambiguous to compare to Group B and Group C. So what they will do is that the country that was placed fifth in the group, they have to deduct all the points that the third best placed team in Group A had from it before they start comparing it as in juxtaposing with other groups, that is Group B and Group C, before they add them to the already qualified teams in the quarterfinal stage of the competition, making it 8 countries. So when it happens that way, from the quarterfinals, all the 4 countries that have qualified to the semifinals or the semifinalists will be automatically qualifying to the under-20 AFCON. So that is it. And let me talk about how the parents and the various sports will be. Now, priority and importance has been given to 6 countries, including the host country, Ivory Coast. So we have Senegal. They were the winner in the 2023 under-20 AFCON. Nigeria, 3rd place in 2023. Congo, 2nd in group stage. Egypt, 3rd in group stage. And Zambia, 4th in group stage. They've given them priority and importance as to how they are going to do the various sports. Now, the various countries that have qualified, let me just have a glance of it for you to understand, for you to know where your country will also be. So the first country is Egypt, with Morocco coming from the UNAF or North Africa. Others are Senegal and Sierra Leone from WAFU Zone A. Nigeria, Ghana, and the host country, Ivory Coast, from WAFU Zone B. Tanzania, Kenya from the CEFCAFA, and South Africa from COSAFA. DR Congo and Congo Brazzaville from UNIFA, that is Central Africa. That of COSAFA, we also have Zambia. So just bear it in mind. So the 13 countries, let me just go through for you to understand it very well and have a clear view as to how the competition will be. Egypt, Morocco, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Tanzania, Kenya, South Africa, Zambia, DR Congo, and Congo Brazzaville. So these are the 13 countries going to compete for the ultimate. So that is it, and how the various sports will be. Let me just go through the various sports. So Port A, the teams in level 2, that is Congo, Egypt, and Zambia, will be in the Port 1, Port 2. That is the remaining teams, 7 teams, including the Black Satellites of Ghana, DR Congo, Morocco, Sierra Leone, Kenya, South Africa, and Tanzania. They will be in Port 2. And looking at this, priority has been given to other countries like Senegal. They were the winner in last edition, as in the defending champions in this tournament. So they will be in C1, where the host country, being Ivory Coast, will be in A1. So definitely they will be in Group A. And B1 will be the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, who was third in last edition's under-20 AFCON tournament. So that is it, and you have to guess how it will be done. So we get you posted as to how the various groupings will be from the Confederation of African Football. Now, let me move from the camp of the Flying Eagles of Nigeria and the Black Satellites of Ghana. That will be of our interest. We'll give you all the highlights from this under-20 AFCON tournament to the camp of the Black Stars of Ghana. As it is reported from the World Cup qualifying procedure and the international break, Ghana from the 17th to the 25th of next month, which is March, we have to lock horns with Madagascar and Chad. Chad first at Ghana's home grounds. We don't know. It is yet to be confirmed as to whether we'll be playing it in Accra Sports Stadium or Kumasi Sports Stadium. But of course, definitely it's going to happen at Accra Sports Stadium. And as to where we are going to play against Madagascar, with the time, dates, and everything yet to be confirmed from the Ghana Football Association. And I get you posted on how things will be happening. And from the newly assistant coach of the Black Stars, Desmond Ofe, who doubles up as the head coach of Ghana National Under-20 Boys, he has spoken extensively about the new technical team and as to how they are going to maneuver their ways to qualify Ghana to the 2026 World Cup tournament, which will be played in the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. Let's have a look at what he said.
Yeah, I mean, being part of the technical team of the A national team is a privilege. Very honored to be given the opportunity. I think my role is to make sure that I assist the head coach as best as I can. Being part of the technical team is going to be an experience for me personally. I feel like the setup looks really, really strong. With a very experienced technical advisor in the name of Schaefer. So, Winfried Schaefer. So, and I feel like the chemistry is going to be there. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do, but I think we're in a good position to qualify the team to the World Cup, and everybody's hungry. Everybody's really hungry, and we have a new, head of video analysis. We have a psychologist or sports mental coach, as you want to call it. So I feel like everybody's hungry to make sure that we qualify to the World Cup.
People say that you'd be the next Black Stars head coach in the next couple of years. What do you have to say to that?
Listen, I'm really happy with where I am right now. I'm going to assist Otto as best as I can and make sure the team qualify. All the rest, I'm not even thinking about it, to be honest.
Now, the question of the day as to how someone was requesting that's Nigeria, the Super Eagles. I'm a Ghanaian. Of course, I've declared my support for the Super Eagles of Nigeria for the 2025 AFCON tournament just because the Black Satellites will not be represented. So I have to share my candid opinions on one or two stuffs about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. As today, needing Ethan, Nwaneri, Chidi Eberi. And this is it. The first question that someone will ask is, who is Ethan, Nwaneri, Chidi Eberi? Let me give you the vivid description of who he is. First and foremost, he was born on the 21st of March, 2007. So currently, he is 17 years of age and is known for his long-range shots, his dribbling, creativity, and finishing. And is regarded as one of the youngest footballers in the world of football. And coming into it, he will be able to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria through his parents, but he has chosen to represent England at the youth level. When he goes to the history books of Arsenal, he is Arsenal's youngest ever Premier League debutant. He played at the age of 15. He is switching his allegiance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, even though he's young, but that is where the ultimate focus will be, coming to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He plays as an attacking midfielder, as a center forward, and as a right winger. Currently, he has played 23 games in all competitions for Arsenal, scoring 7 goals, yet to assist for Arsenal in the Premier League in all competitions, as to the FA Cup and any other competition that Arsenal have been involved, of which he has also played. So that is it for Ethan Nwaneri Chidi Ebe. That is his full name. Now, let me come to my points. Is he going to switch his allegiance? The question and the reports coming in suggest that Nigeria is actively pursuing for Ethan Nwaneri, whilst England wants to keep him. But Nigeria has a exciting future for him just because of how he can help them, comparing it to that of England. Now, let's come to my point. Why would he choose Nigeria over England? That is the first question that I want to ask. And let me share my opinion as to why he would choose Nigeria over England. First and foremost, Nigeria is aggressively pursuing or recruiting dual nationals. You've seen it. Recently, they were pursuing for Ibrechi Eze and Michael Olise. You've seen the likes of Alex Iwobi switching from England to Nigeria, Victor Moses from England to Nigeria. You've seen the many other players, William Trust Incon, Joe Aribo, Ola Anna, the likes of Calvin Bassey switching from Italy to Nigeria. We've seen all these players switching their allegiance. Ademola Lookman, who was 2024 African Best Player. He chose to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And at the end, he has gotten the accolade that any other player who plays or who has his African origin or having a trace from Africa will be very excited to be, as in clinching the ultimate as African Player of the Year. That is my first point. Secondly, he is having more chances in playing at the senior level early, because when he chooses to play for Nigeria at this time, definitely will be representing the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But when he chooses to represent the Three Lions of England, how is he going to start for the Three Lions of England? So that is it, and that is my second point. My fourth point is that looking at his trace and his culture, definitely he's having that ties with Nigeria, and definitely he's going to choose to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Culture is something that you can't forgo it. One thing that I like about Ghana and Nigeria is that we are all having different cultural backgrounds or coming from different cultural backgrounds. At the end, the kind of alignment between Ghana and Nigeria is superb. Therefore, looking at a player coming into the origin or coming into your trace or coming into where you were born or your parents are from, definitely you'll be happy playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And my last point is that Nigeria 2025 AFCON and 2026 World Cup tournament ambitions. Any player who wants to be at the acme or the peak will wish to play at the African tournament or the 2025 AFCON tournament. And looking at any player too who wants to be at the peak will not forgo the World Cup. Therefore, Nigeria qualifying to the 2025 AFCON tournaments, which will be played in Morocco, and on the verge of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup, which will be played in the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. Ethan Nwaneri Chidi Ebere won't forgo playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So these are my points that I think he might think about it before choosing the Super Eagles of Nigeria over England. And why would he choose England over Nigeria? These are my points as well. First and foremost, he is already playing for the youth levels in England. So definitely, he will be like, let me continue with them. You've seen the likes of Edin Ketia, who might also switch his allegiance one day to play for Ghana. The likes of Callum Hudson-Odoi, who all represented England at their youth levels, but yet to switch their allegiance to play for the Ghana Black Stars. So that is it. He might also opt for that since I'm playing at the youth levels for England, definitely I have to choose England over Nigeria because I'm accustomed to England's culture, and that will be for that. And we all know England's prestige in world football. I know people will argue, but that is it. The fact is the facts. When it comes to prestige, England is over Nigeria. So it will be like me playing for England will be better than coming to play for Nigeria. That is it. Most of the players or most of the European borns of African descent, that is how they think. And Nwaneri Ethan Chidi Eberi might think of also putting himself into the shoes of others who have one thoughts about this. So that is it. That is why I also think he might choose England over Nigeria. And we've all seen Arsenal's strong bond with certain African players from England's national team, or even he having Arsenal's strong English core. Let me put it that way. He's having Declan Rice, he's having Bukayo Saka, and he might be convinced by them to play for the England national team. So that is it. You can also share your opinion. He is a great player, exceptional player. I've spoken extensively about who he is. Even if you've not heard about him or watched him play, you could see how he maneuvers his way, showcasing his prowess as an attacking midfielder, as a centre forward, as a right winger, sometimes as a central midfielder. He can play everything, and that is it. For Nwaneri, Ethan Chidi Ebeye, what is your point? Does Nigeria needs Ethan Nwaneri Chidi Ebeye? Just leave your decent comments in the comment box. I've shared my candid opinion as to how your opinion will be. We are in the democratic dispensation. A Ghanaian who has declared his support for the Super Eagles of Nigeria for the 2025 AFCON tournament. You can also drop yours. Divergence and differences are always recommended in the comment box. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Let's meet in the next one. It's bye for now.